Greetings and blessings, butterflies. Welcome back. I'm Themis Moore, and I'm here with your What's the Vibe reading for whenever this message finds you. It was meant for you. My butterflies, on the energy of this reading, um, intuitively was giving, I have to say, just flat out, it was something about it that's giving falseness. It was something about this energy that I'm picking up on that is phony. There is something about discovering something that was pitched, and I don't know why the word is pitched is so relevant, but that's the word that I'm being asked to use. There's something about discovering that something that was pitched or offered to someone out there is a discovery of there being strings attached or something that's not completely true about it. Some type of divine intervention or angelic protection, or maybe it was, someone tapping into their intuitive abilities and skills or tools to unravel the fact that this offer, this investment, this contract, this relationship, this engagement, that there's something is phony about it. So we're going to do a What's the Vibe reading about it today. I did a pre-shuffle. I'm going to shuffle them again on camera. And well, I'm going to shuffle them behind camera. You all hear me shuffling. And then I will cut them and show the cards on the screen. There's also something difficult about this offer. There's a slippery slope when it comes to this offer. Something is slippery about it. Something is not secure. That's where I'm going with this. Something is not secure about it. Something already feels like there's a potential for something to fall or for something to not be safe. Yeah, there's the potential already that is being seen for something to not be safe to do. So I'm going to try to put them right here. Okay. And we can see the overall energy is poker face, hiding true feelings, impossible to read, emotionally detached. You'll never know. So this is directly in line with the energy I was talking about. Someone I had out there has offered up a relationship or a job offer, or just any kind of offer in general, and the offer, they're holding a poker face, and this there's something actually that is real behind it, and it's not a good thing. So let's see what we have. Side hustle, which is multiple incomes, which is multiple incomes, extra earnings, financial security, always on the grind. And as you can see, this person in this card is very determined. This is a very, very determined energy when it comes to this side hustle that someone may have, offered up, or that they may be engaging in. The next card we have is Friend Zone, which is platonic trap, unreciprocated feelings, stuck as friends, like a sibling to me. So there's someone who, as you can see, the feminine energy in this card is um they don't seem happy. They don't seem happy, but the masculine energy seems comfortable and content, and He seems to, be enjoying himself. But this feminine energy, whether that's male or female, in gender, but it's a feminine energy, they're unhappy with whatever this side hustle is. They recognize that this is a friend zone type of deal, and that more than likely there is something behind it that's not reciprocated. They truly want feelings to go along with this side hustle. The side hustle may be presented as a friend, as a friendship type of thing, but it's actually not. Someone actually wants it to be real feelings attached to it, but it's not, and they're secretly unhappy about it. And after that, we have recharge, which is mental rest, emotional recovery, taking a break, and come back stronger. So, Spirit is asking with this energy for someone to take the time to recharge, for someone to um, recognize, that they have been through a whole lot, that this whole ordeal has been mentally draining, that it has cost them a lot. And with the card, with these two cards, with the card of a computer here and a phone there, I would say this involves something of technology, something technology based is going on here. The side hustle, in my opinion, would involve technology. There's something about technology being very, very strong here, and something about a friendship. So, whatever offer was being made to someone, it may have been disguised as a friendship offer, but there was much, much more attached to this offer. Um, yeah, the energy underneath the cards is verifying what I'm saying about um even with cuffing season. Oh Lord, it's Kiki did it. We have poker face, we have crossroads, we have CEO energy, we have breadcrumbing, and we have swipe right, along with cuffing season and sugar coated. Um, when it comes to this offer of someone hiding their true feelings, when it comes to this offer, they're dealing with someone who's emotionally detached from the situation. This is someone who is after self gain. This is someone who is just trying to win by any means necessary. This is a part of their hustle. As you can see, they're very, very determined. They're very determined to win, and it has someone at a crossroads. And when it comes to this crossroads, this is about important choices, life changing decisions. This is about spirit asking you to choose wisely because your next step matters. So whoever's in this situation, whether you're the person who is on the receiving end or someone being showing you the poker face, spirit is asking you to choose your next step wisely when you're dealing with this situation. Because as I mentioned earlier, that some type of divine intervention, showed up, and it's verified with the light around this person's head. That is spiritual enlightenment. That's how I see that card. It's spiritual enlightenment. So someone has gotten the information and the clarity that they're needing. Spiritual is asking them to choose wisely. If you are the person who is delivering the poker face, spirit is also asking you to choose wisely in your next steps. And the things that you're doing where you're sugarcoating the truth, where you're not being completely honest. And if you're the person on the receiving end of the poker face, then spirit is asking you to look at it, what I'm saying, and remember the divine intervention and the clarity that you have about this alpha being sugarcoated, that it's not what it seems, that it's wrapped in lies, that someone painted it up to sound very, very sweet, but it actually wasn't. It was just, feces wrapped, in candy, if I may say so myself. Because in all actuality, someone really wants to cuff. Someone really wants to have, connection. Someone really wants to be close to someone. And they feel like they're running out of time when it comes to this, as you can see with the calendar in the background. Someone feels like, they desire this very, very much, and they're willing to, sugarcoat the truth in order to get it. When it comes to this cuffing season, this is about, a temporary relationship. They already know whatever this is temporary, and they only have a small amount of time to continue with this poker face and this sugarcoating lies and everything that they have going on. And they're just experiencing short-term warmth And this may not even last, you know what I'm saying, into the spring. And as you remember, this was swipe right. It's about it being matched. Someone really thought that they matched up with someone, and someone thought this was a really, really good offer. Whoever this person is that wants to be in a relationship, they feel like this is a match. They feel like this is their person. They deserve this person, and that's when they're determined to win. And that's when they're even willing to hide and conceal how they truly feel, while someone else is living in happiness, just because what I'm saying, they believe that someone is their true match. And this is about, someone that you may have met online, someone that you may have had an instant attraction with. This is about, digital romance, just like I said, feeling like you really found the person. But this is a situation that is, it's all about breadcrumbing. It's giving a little, it's, what I'm saying, just little pieces here, little pieces there. And you really think you have a whole slice of bread, but you actually just have little pieces that you're trying to put together and really make into something. This offer is really an offer of breadcrumbing. It's an offer to keep you on a path. It's an offer to, what I'm saying, for you to come here, for you to, what I'm saying, to feed me, to be, what I need you to be at the point in time that I need you to be. This is about, giving minimal attention. This is about, keeping their options open. This is about someone giving vague promises and never really having any intentions, any real intentions of fully committing, because they're really after just being, the boss. They really just want to rule and control things. They really, just have this energy of assertiveness, this energy of, what I'm saying, money on the mind, and, what I'm saying, just wanting to have power and status. This is someone, who feels like they're in leadership, and they deserve to be or to have a certain status. And so again, they will go into hustle mode and do whatever it is necessary in order to achieve it. So my butterflies, if this is your energy, I want you all to be aware of this being your energy. If you are the person that's, holding a poker face, who's giving up an offer that is not real, that that you're wrapping up in deceit, that you're trying to win at all costs because you're maybe trying to get back at someone or feeling deceitful. Spirit is asking you to, what I'm saying, choose wisely when you're doing it, to make sure that you are choosing wisely, because you have the intervention, you have had the the warnings and the clarity. If you didn't think of it yourself, you seeing this message is your warning, is your clarity to choose wisely. And like I said, on the other hand, if you're the person who's just looking for power and control, and you're sitting around with a poker face, acting like you really want to have someone, like you really just want to be friends with them or whatever, or you want to acting like you want to have a relationship with them when you really want to keep them in the friend zone, Spirit is asking you to think about the decision, because you have had the enlightenment, you have had the clarity that this is not a wise decision for you to continue to have to make. Because the reason why this is not a wise decision, my butterflies, is because someone is very much preparing for their glow up. Glow up is on the path of someone out there, my beautiful butterflies. The type of glow up where the person would no longer recognize themselves from the past. The type of glow up where other people won't recognize you from the past. You look like a totally different person. This is a glow up that is beautiful. And that spiritual enlightenment, look at her. That is spiritual enlightenment, that divine intervention that you follow, that you trust, that you believed in. That is what's going to create this glow up. Because there is something from the past, some type of belief, some type of memory, some type of lifestyle that someone has been holding on to, that is toxic. It's not meant to last. It's just a memory. And then on the other hand, there is a past life connection that someone has out there, that they understand, they know that this is a real connection. And instead of doing the work, they've been cloud chasing. They've been seeking likes and love and affection. They're playing games. They're delaying. They're doing any and everything for attention. Or right now in the background, I was tuning in. That's when I got quiet. This is I hear, come and see me for once. Party next door. Someone is pretending. Someone is lying about, just want to hang out and be friends. And as I said, this is about, thank you, Spirit. Divine intervention is here. Someone has gotten to clarity, and it's time for them to speak up. We've been getting this card a lot about speaking up, telling the truth, owning. Someone needs to speak up, because once they do, they'll walk into their safe space. Finally, they will feel safe. Finally, they'll reach their emotional sanctuary. Finally, they will have the comfortable solitude. Finally, they will be protected. Their vulnerability, they will be safe to express it. But the safe space ain't with this Photoshop person. It is not with this person who is selling dreams, who's pretending to be one way, or pretending to want one thing when they actually want something else. This is the type of person you or the person you're dealing with may need inner child healing. And divine timing has arrived to show you that some gift, something that has shown up for you, there's a hidden agenda. This gift was actually and honestly a false alarm. Or divine timing may have shown up and you may have ignored it. And you may have thought a gift that you was being presented with had a hidden agenda. You may have thought it was a false alarm, but it was teaching you life lessons. No matter which way this went for you, collective, it was teaching you life lessons. Because having situationships, when you're dealing with energy of situationships, where you and the person are not aligned, where you're not seeing eye to eye, where your back is turned to each other, it's time to step into that shadow work. Because you understand that there are commitment issues. You understand that there is fakeness here. You understand that in order to be real, in order to grow, in order to be the butterfly that pollinates this sunflower and spreads the light throughout the world, you have to break cycles. You have to end these harmful patterns. I could keep going, but I'm gonna stop here. You have to set yourself free from doing the same old thing over and over and over again, because your new beginnings are here. And you have to make the choice that these cycles, that this mess that I've been indulging in, that I've been ignoring, or this mess that I've been doing myself, it stops with me. You have to make the choice, my beautiful butterflies. I'm going to wrap this message up because I'm recognizing that it's almost 20 minutes long. So I'm going to get angel guidance message, angel wisdom message to go along with this message, and that will give us our affirmation for today. The message that we need to walk away from here with. Someone is a superstar. Someone sees someone as a superstar. I hear Usher in the background. I'll be a groupie, baby. Someone is someone's number one fan. That's a beautiful thing, my butterflies. All right, what angel message do we have? Peace. It says, nothing can disrupt my peace. That is our affirmation, my beautiful butterflies. Nothing can disrupt my peace. The angels remind you to make being peaceful a priority in your life. Practice peace every day in quiet thought, deep meditation, or in serene action. Use the power of peace to make your life a thing of rhythm and grace. My butterflies, what I would say to tie into this message that we've gotten today with this angel wisdom card is that it's time to, is again, to recharge. It's time to, this affirms this card. Thank you, Spirit. It's time to, you know what I'm saying, to take mental rest, to, seek emotional recovery. It's time to take a break, my butterflies, and come back stronger because something has been, whatever has been enlightened for you, whatever offer that was on the table that you may have taken or you may not have taken, or you may have, procrastinated on some things considering this offer. Whatever that offer did to you, it's time for you to heal. And the way you're gonna heal, the way forward to heal from it is to recharge, to seek peace, to not allow any more lies or poker face from this energy or individual to disrupt your peace, my beautiful butterflies. If you all enjoyed these messages and appreciate these messages I left with you all for today, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. It has been truly, truly an honor. And as always, my healing is your healing, and your healing is mine. So let's work together. Welcome to your metamorphosis, butterflies. And until next time, you all have a blessed, loved, safe, and peaceful rest of your day.